Good morning, cousin. Welcome back to the channel. It's a little after 7 and it's also a school day, so I'm going to get my life and then I'm going to help Gia get hers. If you would like to be nosy and just want a more detailed view into our morning routine during school, then comment the nose emoji down below. Now that lives are gotten, it's time to get Gia's breakfast and lunch, and then we are out the door. Comment the mask emoji down below if you still make your little or littles wear a mask in school. Now that I am back at home after dropping Gia off at school, it's time to work out. But before we get sweaty, full disclosure, I've been feeling super unmotivated lately when it comes to editing, especially at night when I'm no longer at my desk and I have to use my MacBook 13-inch Intel i5 core laptop, which is super glitchy and slow due to the processor and the RAM. But I think I found a great remedy for my editing workflow. But first, let's get into this sweat sesh. While I'm preparing to work out, I just wanted to mention that while editing is super smooth on my iMac M1 24-inch, I do have a full-time job, so it's rare that I'm able to fully lock in and edit a full video during the day when I am at my desk. So at night, when I am able to fully lock in and edit on my laptop, it's nearly impossible because my laptop's RAM and processor can't handle the 4K content that I'm throwing at it. Okay, now that that's out of the way, if you tuned into my last vlog, then you know that we went to Best Buy and so we didn't find anything in Best Bizzle, but I actually did find something, but I just wasn't sure if I was ready to break the bank for it. So for days after, I did a ton of research, watched a bunch of YouTube videos just to gauge if one of these MacBook Pro M1 Pros would help me with my editing workflow and issues. After comparing prices, battery life, the 14 to the 16-inch, RAM, storage, literally every feature, all that brings us to this video where I ordered the MacBook Pro M1 Pro. Before we go pick up my new workhorse, we have to eat breakfast first. Another full disclosure, I will be the first to admit that I have been slacking on my workouts, but I have been trying to eat right, and while eating this particular breakfast, I'm also watching Bridgerton and working and answering emails, also trying to get in a few quick edits on a video that is currently already out on my channel. So if you haven't seen any of my cruise vlogs or just need to catch up, make sure you check out my Just for Cruising playlist. Now that we've made progress and checked some things off of my to-do list, it is time to go pick up my new workhorse. I feel like I've been to Best Buy so many times over the past couple of months that they've got to know my face by now. Just picking up different stuff, taking back different stuff, seeing what works, trying to figure out some new and improved ways to just keep you guys interested over here on YouTube and to also get my podcast popping. So make sure you check that out under my playlist Just for Podcasts and also any major platform where you can stream podcasts. So I did go back and forth with which laptop to get between the 14 and the 16, but ultimately I ended up getting the 16 just because I wanted that screen real estate. Even though it was quite a bit heavier than the 14 and a bit hefty on the price, I didn't think it would be a hassle to travel with or just take out when I'm leaving the house. I ended up going with the MacBook Pro 16-inch M1 Pro with 1TB SSD and 16GB of RAM and memory in silver.
Have a good one.
Thanks, you too. And now that I'm back home, it's time to do a little unboxing for you guys. I want to formally introduce you guys to my new powerhouse production workhorse. As previously mentioned, I went with the 16-inch M1 Pro with the 16 gigabytes of unified memory and 1 terabyte of storage. So while I don't particularly appreciate the price of this laptop, I can appreciate the longer battery life, the XDR display, the super fast SSD, and the 1080p HD FaceTime camera. Also, for the price, Apple snapped with these stickers. So now that we've removed everything from the box, it's time to get that out of the way, open up this laptop, and set it up. I do want to touch on the charging blocks because I got the 16-inch, I got the 140 watt charging block, whereas with my old laptop, it came with the 67 watt. Also, I just wanted to touch on the size and give you guys a comparison between the 16-inch and the 13-inch. There is a considerable size difference, but I feel like because of the real estate and everything that you're getting with the 16-inch, I think it's definitely worth the size and the money. Also, just wanted to open these up and just give you guys a view of the actual screen real estate. And of course, with a 16-inch, you're getting more screen space, more room to work, more space on the screen to just tile and also open up more windows. Also, I just wanted to point out the black background on the 16-inch keyboard versus the silver background on the 13-inch. It just makes it look a bit more sleeker. Also, an honorable mention is that we are back to the actual function keys instead of the touch bar that is on the 13-inch, which I actually didn't mind. So I'm not mad that it's gone, but I'm not happy that it's not here either. Lastly, as far as aesthetic goes, I wanted to point out that the words MacBook Pro, which are seen at the bottom of the screen on the 13-inch, are now engraved in the bottom of the 16. And now moving on to the coup de grace is these ports, y'all. The fact that we get MagSafe 3 USB-C ports, headphone jack, SD card reader, and HDMI port is freaking crazy. I'm so glad that Apple brought all these ports back so that I no longer have to carry around a dongle. Also, let's not forget about the super fast charging that comes with MagSafe. Now moving on to the real reason why we broke the bank, my editing issues, getting a simple and sufficient workflow in Final Cut Pro. Yeah, I got my mojo back with this one. I'm so excited that all my research, all the trips back and forth to Best Buy, everything actually paid off in the end because my editing workflow is chef's kiss. I can plow through a 4K video so super fast with no interruptions. There was no rainbow spinning wheel, none of that stuff. With all that being said, I'm super happy with my purchase and I hope you guys enjoy this video. Thank you guys so much for clicking to watch, and if you're a real one, then I'll see you in my next one. Peace.